Greetings friends, Steven here, and welcome to my review of Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Force Autobot Twinferno. So in local retail there's been pretty much nothing but the Last Night toys. That's the most recent Michael Bay Transformers live action movie. Apparently it didn't do all that well in the box office, and stores have a whole lot of those toys. Unfortunately they all got a price hike here in Canada, so they're not selling all that well. But wouldn't you know it, I was at Walmart today, and they actually had Robots in Disguise figures again, and not just any figures, but the most recent ones. This I haven't seen anyone show off yet, so hopefully we'll get this video up pretty quick. But this is the most recent wave of them. Here's what else you can look forward to in that wave. You can see behind me there is Bludgeon. I picked him up as well. But of course this video is on Twinferno because he's the only new mold. Previously on my channel here, CatMax Gaming, I did show off, what was his name? Blast Wave. So that's basically Autobot version of Decepticon Bludgeon over there. Different paint, but the same exact mold. So if you would like to see more of this guy, just check out the video I did on this guy, because they're the exact same toy. Just different colors. Yeah, so, also it's worth noting that there's now a bisque repaint there. That's this guy. He's now blue. Thermidor. He was not there. I guess someone bought that one, but I was happy to get this guy nonetheless. Now, he's an 8-step transformation. That's pretty reasonable. Like, this one was, what, like 13 or something? So this one hopefully won't be too bad. I'll probably transform on the video here, so we'll get an idea of what it's like. But yeah, interesting design. Now, as you can see here, I also have the Titan's Return version, which is very heavily based on the original Generation 1 design from the 80s. And this, I like this toy, it's a good toy, but this one I'm keen to fiddle with as well. So just give me a moment here, I'm just going to unleash him, and we'll take a closer look. Be right back. Alright, so we're back, and here he is out of the package. Just a very quick pose I put him in there. So unlike with Titan's Return, there's nothing really in there, no instruction page, no collector's card or anything. You get this little piece of paper, and that's about it. Of course, the transformation instructions are actually on the back of the box, or the back, whatever you call these things, I don't know. I actually don't mind this, because at least you get them in color as opposed to the black and white that you get with the Titan's Return paper instructions. And like, it's always a good idea, I personally find, to just save the backs anyways. Plastic I don't keep, but the backs, it's like, why not? Why not? And 8 steps, pretty good. So let me just get that out of the way before it distracts me further. Alright, so once again, I'm no expert reviewer. I don't know anything about all the little tricks about posing him and all the ball joints and wrist swivels and all that. But, you know, we'll do what we can. We'll show him off a bit. Now these, as you saw before, are just, you know, just pop them out. Interesting to note that they're on square pegs there. Like, you can't, like, spin them around. They're very, very set in their pose. So these are the flames. Pretty good. This guy did not come with those. He did come with the little shoulder cannons, which are, I mean, they're better, and shoulder cannons are pretty neat. Of course, those work with the Titan gimmick as well, but that's a different video for a different time. So let's take a look at this design itself here. It's interesting. I'm definitely not up to date on this cartoon. It used to be on Canadian Cartoon Network. I don't think it is anymore though, so I don't know where to watch it. I haven't seen any different any DVDs or Blu-rays or anything, so I don't know what's going on. I've only seen season 1, maybe an episode or 2 of season 2. Interesting look though. He almost brings to mind like Metroid and Samus. I don't know, like I was looking at the spaceship mode we'll take a look at momentarily, but kind of has that look. Maybe it's the orange. Like, it's an interesting look, because this original style, like, it's very much organic. Like, he's got the wings there, bat wings, and the beast arms and all that. This guy, he's definitely more jet than animal. Let's take a closer look. Try not to get too many shadows in there. At the head. Interesting. Very all ages appropriate, I guess. Like, it's not that's definitely like a more I mean, I don't really want to say it's more adults because, you know, they're all toys, but, you know, it's interesting. Kind of soft. Like, very much, I feel like maybe they were worried that he's like, oh, he's a two-headed dragon jet. We better make sure he looks friendly because he's an Autobot. Not too much junk happening on the back here. Here's the jet piece. Now, see that right there? That definitely looks like Samus's ship. So hopefully you, if people know what Metroid is, if not, you will soon enough because Nintendo's bringing Metroid back. You know, got some gold paint on the dragon hand, which is pretty neat. It looks like some green for the eyes, black on the horns, a bit of blue there, silver, gold, awkward giant belly button. I was feeling this here, this, it kind of looks like, see, it's kind of going down at an angle. I couldn't seem to get that further up without it actually popping out. So, this is going to be a quick little diagnosis here. I haven't had too much time to spend with this guy. Of course, that's, I'm guessing, where the jets, and I'll go in there for his jet mode. But, I mean, it's interesting. I don't think we've ever seen Twinferno quite looking like this before. Bit of little gaps in the head there. Fortunately, modern day Hasbro does love filling gaps, or rather leaving gaps wherever they can. Usually, if it's due to transformation, then that's not so bad. But when it's just obvious, like, that could have been something, but there's nothing instead, that's when there's a bit of an issue. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, it's cool. It's, like, compared to a Soundwave here, like, Soundwave's, it's got like a cool bulky look to him. Pretty badass. Of course, he's a Decepticon, so he's got to look badass, but at least, like, here, you know, his back, kind of, you don't want to look at the back, but here, it's not bad. You know, I like that there's, like I said, there's not a lot of gappage to be worried about. And, of course, the claws there move. Let's see. So this whole piece will bend here. Up and down. Same thing right there. The elbow. Got a bit of a mushroom peg swivel there. Got his shoulder. Can these get... These doesn't feel like these go too far front or back, so I guess they're kind of just where they are. Once again, I'm no expert. Head, does it? Barely moves, if at all. That's okay. Let's see. Basic legs up, down, ball joints. Got your swivel there. Got your bend there. These feet, though, I don't know, feet are weird. It feels like it's definitely because of transformation, but I don't know about those feet. They just look like they're at a weird angle. I don't know. Like, is that's definitely got to be for jet mode. So you just, I guess, snap them out and now they're robot mode. And of course, as we saw a moment ago, he does have his little flame swords, and there's an extra piece here, so I guess you can put that in other locations. Maybe on the wings. Ow, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. He's, oh, how about that face? But I mean, it's neat, and I'm just happy to see anything new that isn't a last night toy, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, what more can I honestly say? So, let's get him into a vehicle mode. Alright, so I was just looking at those instructions, so let's give this a go. Apparently started putting his arms right up. Pretty straightforward beginning. I mean, we saw the jet, it's just like, definitely not a weird dragon creature so much as it is just a Samus spaceship with dragon things on the front. So, these go up, and the wings, they do move a little bit, but that's mostly for transformation. You can see they're at an angle normally, so you're just going to bend them, make everything all flat, and the head actually does spin. It's tight, but I'm not complaining, because there's been a lot of very loose toys coming out of Hasbro, unfortunately, lately. So, we got that, we spin, yeah, pretty basic transformation, which is good. So he's now looking at us, head backwards, take this spaceship part, clip, click into place, Pretty straightforward. Now these legs, just take this part, pull it out. Oh, got a little bit of a double hinge in there. See if you can get it. Lighting is so-so. Pop that out. Bring that down. Bring this up. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to check one thing real quick. I was doing something a bit wrong. So same thing again. Pull that out from the leg. It bends down. This goes in. Pretty straightforward. Now, for a moment there, I was thinking that this whole, like the black part, was completely hidden by the gray part, but that is not true. The secret here is that on the back here, you got this little tab here. And you can actually see that when you put this in, right here, there's a little slot there. So you got to get this at a diagonal angle, which should hopefully allow you should hopefully allow you. It's a really weird angle. I'm not having the most fun with it. It's interesting, but it feels like I'm doing it wrong. But I mean, so you just kind of squish it in there. And as you can see, it's at this diagonal angle. It is what it is. It's strange though. It feels like it doesn't need to be like that. Like it should be much more flush. I don't know. It's strange. Like I was like, oh cool, very very quick transformation. But this part I just don't know about. Once again, get this part in as far as you can. Push it in. Fingernail it if you have to. Thumbnail it, and then the rest is kind of. So this one doesn't want to go. And that's not quite right, is it? So I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan of this part of the transformation. You can see this part, like the leg is just a bit bent, so you're never going to be quite content with what you get, I feel. This one keeps popping off. I'm back. I'm trying to find an ideal way to show this without people getting mad at their own toys about it. All I can really recommend is when you get this part in, just try and, like, this is the main joint here, right? So you want this basically as far into the corner as possible. Once again, it kind of seems off, but just gotta make sure, because you got this part's a bit loose and this part needs to be lined up, but sometimes, as you can see, it kind of just goes its own way. But you know when it's in place, because as you can see, like this one, it's pretty much set now, but just getting it in the right spot will take a bit of luck. I'm not a fan of that. The designs, as you can see, like we're practically there, but like this, just this leg, it's tricky to do when you're on camera too. It's just get them right in there. It's also worth knowing that there's another tab and slot combo right here. See, that part will connect. There's a little tab right there. Oh, the other leg's gone now too. Okay, give me a second. We're just gonna go right to the end. Boop. Okay, I'm back again. It's honestly not as tricky as I'm making it look, but it's just this. Like I'm sitting right behind the camera here. It's just kind of weird. You gotta get it just in the right spot. You can see it's transformed now, and in the final spot, you just push the feet up, and I mean it's a very brief transformation. You saw the whole thing wasn't that bad, but just getting these legs, you can see once again, it's kind of like a W shape. It's weird. But anyways, there you go. I don't even know what this shape is. It's kind of like this weird stealth bomber, jet bomber thing. Kind of like that one Megatron they're going to bring back for the Toys R Us exclusive for the movie line again. I mean, I just, what do you think? Is it? Let me know in the comments. Apologies that the transmission wasn't as smooth as I might have liked, but I'm going to leave that in the video just because I want people to see that if you're having issues getting those legs quite right, I just want you to know that you are not alone, because I had a bit of issues too with that. But anyways, so here is now in Stealth Bomber Jet Samus spaceship mode, and as I mentioned, like, there's tabs and slots all over the place. There's one here, there's one here. The arms actually tab and slot into the wing, right by the joint here. So everything is more or less pretty sturdy in this position. I mean, it looks questionable from that angle here. It's alright. Put these once again in there. Now it's a jet bomber with 2 gold dragons spitting fire, so that's a thing, right? Of course, once again, square pegs. Also on the feet, or they were feet at least, so you can put these. Once again, of course, they are squares, so you have 4 different sides to put them in. But I'm glad these are here though, because he's got no guns or anything, as you saw, just the flame. So now you've got, you know, VTech just kicked in, I guess. And so, boom! And yeah, that's quite the I don't know. What is this thing? Well, like, I want to see this show. I don't know where to watch it though. Is it on Netflix? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But anyways, we have some other RD guys just for scale. You know, like this. Strong arms. That's fine. I mean, you can turn that around, whatever. Pretty basic. Square shapes, you know, understandable. Even the disc transformation, like the I find the arms are never quite tabbed completely to the body part, which is now the hood of the vehicle. See. So I mean, once again, modern day Hasbro, nothing is fitting quite as snugly as I'd like, but you know, it's fine. So there you go. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is this Twinferno worth your time? I mean, this is a good Twinferno. I like this guy. Get this guy if you see him. Of course, the head pops off because that's the whole Titan return gimmick. All the heads are interchangeable. Yeah. And he turns into a more traditional standing 2-headed dragon creature, but this guy definitely turns into a jet. We might as well just transform him back real quick, because this is going to be an easy transformation. It doesn't really matter where you start, because as you saw, legs easy to take off the body. Once again, bring that down, pull that out, click that back in, pull that down, click that back in, little toes there, click out, and that's it. You saw it's just the tiniest click. As you can see, it looks like they kind of like break off the thing. I don't think they're supposed to be leaving the part like that. Arms down, arms down. Got the jet thing here. Put it on the back. Double hinge there. Snapped into place. Wings at an angle. Turn the head around. Turn the arms if you want. I don't want. Let's leave it like that. And there you go. Back to a robot man with questionable looking face and 2 dragon heads for hands. That's just how Twinferno rolls. And yeah, there you go. And you know, put those in his things if you want. And there you go. It's been doing it longer than I meant to. So there you go. Yeah, interesting. What can I say? I don't know if I like it or not just yet, but interesting. I don't like getting those legs into the jet mode, as you saw. It's a bit of a kerfuffle, but you know, interesting. So, if you want to get one, I don't know, check your Walmarts, check your Toys R Us. Autobot, Twinferno, Combiner Force, Transformers. What do you think? Do you like them? Let me know. Wait a minute. Autobot logo. No Autobot logo. Come on. Well, I mean, he's got the scan thing. Feel free to scan that if you like. I tried that app. I wasn't a big fan of it. It's all swipies. But yeah, I mean, transportation aside from that weird thing with the legs, pretty straightforward. Easy to figure out. Aside from the legs. So there you go. That's about it. Like I said, if you want to see this guy, I did a video of that. If you do want me to crack this open, we could take another look. It's, like as you can see, real quick before we shut this down, exactly the same. I'm probably not going to bother because I really don't see any reason to, aside from just seeing the colors, but they're same sword, same gun thing. Exactly the same. Probably not worth the trouble. Anyways, everyone, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel. We will be bringing the CatMax Hypecast back soon enough. We're going to finish our discussion on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I might start a new series where we just talk about some movies, because who doesn't love movies? So, see you for that, hopefully. Otherwise, everyone, have a good time hunting these. Good luck. I mean, I know, nothing but movie bots, but, you know, keep your eyes open. You never know. Maybe your own shops will have random, brand new, never seen anywhere else combiner force figures. You never know. That's kind of half the fun. Alright, everyone. We'll see you next time.